many women we count among our number.
And yet no two of us are the same.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Caralho, os caras tá muito Zé Lutinho, velho.
A new destination calls to you, I take it. No, say no more. I look forward to seeing where you take us.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
Isso aí.
Tis no more or less than what one might have expected.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Good. We're here.
Oi! Did you need something? This is... Why? He wants these... Why should I have to do all... And make haste? Well, go on. You know what to do.
We should begin by asking...
How goes it? Have you gathered everything on the list yet? Haven't you anything for me? Well, you best get to it then.
The items on this list can be crafted by combining certain materials. And I happen to... know where they can be found.
How goes it? Have you gathered everything on the list yet? Haven't you anything for me? Well, you best get to it then.
You're staring, Arisen. Has aught yonder caught your eye?
Let me get that.
If I might be so bold as to speak my mind. Different masters favor different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Words worth hearing.
How goes it? Have you gathered everything on the list yet? Brilliant. On here. Take this. I'll be heading back to the encampment now.
Shall we report back now? This way, if you please. Our road was a long one, but here we are at last.
Oi, many thanks. As I hear it, anyway, you've been a great help. I hope I can...
Our efforts have seen the encampment resupplied and Sir Geoffrey with one less care.
I concur.
There's a ladder here.
We ought to put it to good use.
Hey all. We've had to start sending out new recruits to Col-
Is that so?
Lachlan. But I dare say he'll fit.
Aye, I expect he will.
Ricardo. To be honest...
What? Weren't Harpies reported in the...
This is the first I'm hearing of it. Fie. I want to go to his aid, but we can't just abandon our posts. Say, you seem stout of heart. Would you be willing to go in our stead? 'Tisn't far, only a short ways out from the main gate. You've my thanks. And a
Perhaps we ought to hurry, lest we arrive too late. We evade. Sir Ricardo is in need of our aid. Allow me to guide you, Master. I know the person you're looking for.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Logo uma pedrada no primeiro maluco que aparecer aqui.
Would you mind coming over here?
Goblins, Master! We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
Here we are.
You come to aid me.
Sleep magic.
Is that all of them? You have my thanks. I've only just enlisted. You saved me this time. Well, I'd best be heading back.
We'd best report back. In traversing other worlds, I came to know of a treasure chest in this area. Perchance you'd like to see it. Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
There will be other opportunities to lead. For now, let us follow.
Hail, friend. No,
Aye, that it was.
'twas a bit too early. We'll be extending his training.
Speaking of training regimes,
I've beds to spare if you're looking for lodgings. And if you'd like to change your vocation, do come again.
Over here!
I've beds to spare if you're looking for lodgings. And if you'd like to change your vocation, come see me anytime. Do come again.
'Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
Ah, excellent find.
There's no easy thing making a living as a soldier.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
If your plane arisen, must hold out. Some still, I can hardly believe it. A griffin, of all things. 'Tis said that the arrival of the sovereign portends an age of peace, yet only trouble has followed. What does... I had thought being in the Border Watch would make for easy work, but the wind's beginning to blow in
Could you come over here?
Mind?
Do watch where you're going. You'll hurt yourself one of these days.
Oh, don't mind me. These things happen.
then.
If battle cannot be avoided, it is fight or die.
I am well aware of the particulars.
I'll combine my magic with yours, that you might cast the spell more. You truly are formidable, Arisen.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics. Where ought we to go now?
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? I have nothing further to add. I will protect you. I concur.
One of us has been slain!
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away. Last! I thought we'd never find one.
Our collection grows.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this. This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
A chance to recover our strength would be most welcome.
Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours' sleep? Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side. Oh, well... Spotted. Most impressive. Such a thing escaped my master's notice entirely. In another world, I learned that a forgotten riftstone lies nearby.
Pô, é que
Shall I
você.
escort you there,
Você
Master?
chegou a ficar assistindo o Mixer quando tinha as músicas lá lo-fi? Cara, eu deixava ligado direto.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Must you run so... Behold the state of the village. 'Tis a sorry sight indeed. The dragon truly is calamity incarnate. Mayhap a walk through the street.
I've a selection of wares. That's sure to please. Pleasure doing business with you.
Well, it takes two to make a sale. And this seller had nothing to tempt us with.
Well met. Pleasure doing business. There's ought to be said. Aye. Aye.
That is most unfortunate. But it doth not release thee from thy fate.
Pull back!
This moment forth, thou art arisen, charge and all.
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me. Thank goodness. How are you feeling? This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? Pray, save your thanks. 'Tis only, after all, 'tis only by your courage that I know you suffered for it. Such ghastly wounds. Arisen. Does it have aught to do with why they said 'twas so that your wound... Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday. Till then, take care. Arisen.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. You match the ruler of Vermont, currently convalescing in the capital. If you claim the same, then word must be... I dispatched a missive before coming. Would you be willing to accompany... Oh, but forgive me. I would not depart without... Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asked. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him.
Shall we seek some answers?
There's a ladder here.
Well, you ought to not strain yourself. Not in your current state. Those burns could easily have killed you outright. I expect it will be something.
No, I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't worry yourself. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. So when I had... But, well, as luck will be ashamed to return empty-handed of... What? Suppose there's no harm in that. Seems my luck's not as rotten as I thought.
We could make the fruit frobberant ourselves, or simply purchase...
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit? I haven't much to offer in return.
One could not have hoped for a gladder outcome.
Well, she told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized... Well now, that won't do. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the sword and shield. Fighters favor a balance. I am a fighter myself, and should there come a time when you impress me with your prowess, 'tis a vocation for those who seek to master the dagger. Such blades lack heft, though this grants them the advantage of speed. Thieves favor light armor. which leaves them more vulnerable to attacks than those of their talents depend upon their finesse and ability. Very well, but I shan't take up any...
Moment long awaited. I knew 'twas zone...
If there is aught you wish to know of vacations, mayhap I can advise you. Very well, there is no... But I shan't take up any more.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough of... That me? Did you need something?
Do come again.
Oh, there's something written here.
Shall we take a closer look? A common reward. Frustratingly so.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
So this is where you've been.
I say we speak with anyone and everyone who springs to mind. You never know what sort of useful tidbits we might turn up.
Master, idle chatter shan't do our cause any good. Shall we seek some answers?
We really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap... Is that you, Norbert? Oh, fie. Wait, listen. The brave fools. I'll go and search for him myself. I'm not afraid of monsters, so I thought... Mayhap, please, sir. I worry for my brother. Many thanks. Go into the forest. This won't work, will it? And my brother and I are the only one. I suppose there's only one. I'll have to show you that. Just be alert. I'll need you to watch over me. Right.
Let us make haste, that no life may be lost on our account.
Ah, you've returned. First and foremost, my thanks. Are you ready to depart? Very well. Speak with...
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Naught ever goes right. This is a good spot. I've camped here with my brother many a time.
Naught like a feast to get you ready for bed.
Agreed. We ought to give ourselves a chance to recover ere we continue on our journey.
Follow me. We ought press on, lest aught befall my brother.
Frey, follow me. I have an approximate idea of where Sir Norbert may be found. Methinks I know the general destination. Shall I show you the way, Master?
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be.
We must not let down our guard.
Hang in there, Master. I'm coming to assist.
Now, this... is a good find.
A fitting reward for a rigorous search.
Can anyone hear me?
Norbert, are you hurt?
Ian! Hey!
What was excellent. I could have done no better.
It was a near fit.
I think I'll be all right.
Save your thanks, Norbert.
From where I'm standing, anyway. The sooner the better.
Ah, you'll hear no complaints.
It is our duty to protect our charge from harm. You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use. In the void's flame, any cost arisen. You have been doused in oil. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
At last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
Goodness. We're higher up than I'd thought.
Take care not to fall.
We ought to proceed with caution.
Back at last.
Aye, I'm exhausted.
Good on you. Just... You wonder why I don't follow him? So when my brother told me he was going to fetch those herbs, and I was right. My brother is always the one taking the initiative.
Oi.
While I stand around, but today's misadventure showed me that the path forward, we managed to save Norbert. Still, I can't help but wonder if I couldn't have spared him some of the pain and fear he suffered. So from now on, I'm going to trust in my own instincts. Yeah?
With Sir Norbert safely returned, Melv shan't lack for medicinal herbs. Two good deeds in one, you might say.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and someone must have the answers we seek. If we ask around, we might just find them.
Good. We're here.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Very well. Speak with me once you...
Treasure chest! I can hardly wait to open it.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
We ought to put it to good use.
Calma, vou dar uma saída aqui. Abraço pra vocês, valeu, fui!